Going on, guys? Welcome to episode 11 of High Ground Unscripted podcast. I am the host, Official Insanity, joined with co-host Bam, and also our guests. I'm the Cat and Jay the Kid. How y'all doing today?
I'm doing great.
I'm having a pretty fantastic Saturday, actually, and I haven't done a damn thing all day.
I feel you, man. It's been pouring down rain here all day, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. I have no energy today, but I got enough energy to be here.
I kind of forgot it was fucking Saturday now.
Same.
I started drinking at about 11:30. I mean, that's nefarious if I say it like that. I had my first drink at 11:30. It was 2 shots and some root beer for something I had made for lunch. It still don't sound good. It's 11:30. I had 4 shots this morning. Fuck it, I was drinking today.
Party early.
Like it's already
So your day was lit.
You just start drinking at like 9.
You just drinking.
I just finished off the beer and I'm not having no more, just water and tea.
Yeah, till later in the Discord he sends a picture of more fucking liquor he's drinking.
That means I have to get up. I don't feel like doing any of that.
I feel you, man.
Might or might not be trying to get into this game and turn off the damn audio.
We're gonna go ahead and get into the topics of our podcast, starting off with the first topic of the day. Today is the birthday of legendary drill rapper Pop Smoke, who would have turned 25 today. So rest in peace, Pop Smoke, definitely. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. My question to you guys on Pop Smoke: what were you guys' thoughts when you heard that he had passed away? And what are your thoughts on the recent news that his killer is now running free and posting on social media?
Wait, his killer is loose now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of heard that like, not too long ago. What was it, parole or something?
I believe so.
Was it not?
I guess because of good behavior, something like that. Yeah, I think he served like 2 to 3 years, something like that.
That fucking shit all. Ugh.
Yeah, because he died in 2019, something like that.
Yeah, because I was still in my other I was still working in my other department when it happened. But no, I remember remember when they found out who it was at the time. He was 14 when he did that.
Yeah.
So if he did some years in juvie and got out, they probably came to the fact that it was an accidental manslaughter or a robbery. I don't know. I don't know too much about how he got out and what's he on, but I do. It is kind of fucked up, but at the same time, I think he was probably tried as a minor.
Damn, was you drinking too?
It didn't. That doesn't have nothing to do with me slurring. I just
I don't know to worry about it.
It sucks. I don't even have a speech impediment, but I stutter sometimes. Anywho, just on Pop Smoke in general, when I found out, because I was actually at my job doing something out on the floor when one of my friends just randomly screamed out of nowhere, "Yo, Pop Smoke dead!" I'm like, the fuck are you on? But as it just progressed, I realized that, bro got killed, and I was like, what? I barely got to know this dude on his music, and he just died. It was pretty sucky, man. Like almost as impactful as when Young Dolph got iced. But I feel like that was more because I knew Young Dolph music for a while. But back to Smoke, yeah. It was pretty sad and heartbreaking just for something to happen like that on a break-in, and I won't even say accidental shooting, but I don't think bro meant to kill him. But shit happened, and I guess he's got out on parole. I don't know.
Right.
But yeah, rest in peace, Pop Smoke, man. your drill music's always going to be played throughout time.
By you, Cat.
So for me, particular, I was very slow, and still till to this day, very slow in like listening to pop smoke music. But from what I've heard and what I've listened to, I think he's been solid as a rapper as a whole. Unfortunately, with his untimely death, and I noticed like a lot of these rappers are like basically they want to turn their life around and usually don't even get the chance to fulfill it once once they get killed by by some random shooter or whatever. But what's tragic to me was that he was looking to like basically from what I heard, he was telling kids don't go the gang route. He wanted to be a better person. He was announcing like a foundation where he was going to inspire inner city youth, which I thought would I said that was when I heard about that, I was like, damn, that would have been great to like get to see and witness, and it's a shame that we don't get to witness it. But like I said, like I said with Pop Smoke, like I said, I'm slowly but surely, listening to listening to his music a little bit more. So I definitely will check out more of his stuff. But I do, for any person or musician that comes into this world of hip hop or whatever they're striving for, I do really give my condolences as well. Rest in peace to him, even though it's been a while. Still, rest in peace to him. And for along the thing of his shooter, yeah, it's crazy that he's walking out alive and alive and like just alive and free for some guy's strange reason. I don't understand that pretty much. But yeah, it's kind of weird to see him like go and live his life, posting go socials or whatnot. I still think he probably should still be locked up for like because he killed a man, so he still should be locked up, at least in my opinion. But rest in peace to Pop Smoke, and like I said, I'll put your music in rotation, definitely.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. When I first found out, my friend who had passed away a couple of years ago had called me at like 8 in the morning, telling me, "Dog, Pop Smoke passed away." And I'm like, "How?" Because this guy just started blowing up at that time. Like literally, was mainstream, being played all over the place, on all radio stations and stuff. And he's putting like drill on the map, basically making it more mainstream than it was. And when I found out that he was shot up in his house, and further details led to he apparently took a picture of his gifted Dior bag that had his address on it, and the address was leaked on his story, basically, which led to some people going to his house. And when I found out that the shooter was like 14, 15, bro, I'm like, what the fuck, man? Like, these kids are crazy. This generation is like, it gets wilder and wilder. I don't even know where the influence comes from, really, or where like the motivation or the motive comes from. But it's got to stop, because the dude was just now getting ready to reach his prime in his career, like blowing up, and the experience that he had, and the advice that he received from 50 and other legends that he got to meet in his like rookie year. He had the potential to become greater than he was already from the jump. But yeah, man, the fact that his killer is out, that actually shocked me a lot, because I always thought that if you kill somebody, you're doing life. There's no loopholes, there's no way out, there's no bail, there's no parole, none of that. You're doing life. You're dying in that cell. But I had to do more research onto this whole thing, but I'll let you guys know about that one. Moving on to the next topic. I seen something, I think I shared it in the music folder. Drake. I seen this post about Drake has apparently helped some of the biggest artists in the industry, and they showed a list of like all the singles that Drake was featured on with these artists before they even got to blow up and reach the heights that they were. And I wanted to get your thoughts on it. So the list of the artists are ASAP Rocky with fucking Problems, feature with Life is Good, Travis Scott, Sicko Mode, Meek Mill, Going Bad, and Rick Ross, Aston Martin Music, along with 21 Savage, Her Loss. So do you guys agree with the fact that if it wasn't for Drake having that feature with them, they probably wouldn't have been doing the numbers that they were doing? Starting with Jay, sorry.
Well, I'll start with this. Certain people, because I think. Well, I didn't think you were gonna name some of those because I thought you were gonna name like some recent ones, like some of the random rappers that he got featured on that I didn't know who the fuck or ever listen to that song again. But with certain people like ASAP Rocky, it's a little iffy because for me because I think that was the first song I think I heard from ASAP Rocky, Fucking Problems, but that kind of put me onto him. So that's a little iffy. I probably would have got to him eventually, but because of Drake being on that feature, I did start listening to ASAP more. But some of the other people like to be honest, Aston Martin Music that was kind of good as it is, but Drake really put icing on it, especially his like single verse that was like cut out from like the original thing because it was too long. I think because that was just sick. That was just sick on its own. But for real, I think it's kind of like 50-50. Like they could have still did better with like on their own, but at the same time, Drake did give him a boost, whether it was a slight boost or a major boost. You're still gonna have people that love Drake no matter what. Like there's still people that like other artists that are
worse,
that are probably considered not good people. But yeah, you could go. You really could go either way with it, especially depending on the artist. That's what I think.
What about you, Kat?
The first number one, I had to put it in your hand. So with Drake,
I just peeped what you said. I just peeped that.
But now, Drake, I think that there is an argument to be made with Drake helping some of these artists at least get to the like probably the Hot 100 and Billboard charts. Like I said, for the songs that you did mention, that they helped them with. In some cases, I do want to say it is. I agree with Jay on this one that it is 50-50, just because I don't think Drake basically helped them. Like I don't think Drake like was the sole reason why they got there, but I do think he helped them and assisted with getting them to the spot that they need to be at right now. Because Fucking Problems, when that came out, was a big song, across the radio and everything like that. And I think it did definitely help A$AP Rocky get his name out there. However, I think A$AP Rocky still would have been able to, get his music to chart and also, be able to out there. But yeah, when you have Drake, who is like I said, people like him, and he is like one of the more popular rappers featured on your song, is going to do numbers. No matter if it's good or bad, it's going to do numbers because it's Drake on the song. So I think, it is 50-50 split down when you name some of the artists. I think Rick Ross also, like Rick Ross, I do think, with Drake on there, he helped him. Yeah. But yeah, I think it's, like I said, it's 50-50 for some of them. I don't think he's the sole reason, but I do think he is part of the reason why, he like what he did for those features that he did, why the artists are where they are right now. So I think it's part of the reason, but not the sole reason.
Got you. Bam, did you have any comments on this topic?
On Drake?
Yeah, Drake being. Do you think that the artists that I listed, if they didn't have the Drake feature that I listed earlier, do you think that they would still be doing the numbers that they did, or even have any platinum certifications?
Who was the artist?
A$AP Rocky, when they did Fucking Problems, feature Life is Good, Travis Scott, Sicko Mode, Meek Mill Going Bad, and Rick Ross Ashton Martin Music, and 21 Savage Per Loss album.
Yeah, I don't know those specific albums, but I know the artists. Yeah, I think they would have been just fine. It might have been a little bit slower to get to those, but they would have all been just fine. A$AP Rocky, Rick Ross was doing fine way before Drake came out onto the stage, so it doesn't matter for that, in my opinion. Meek Mill, before the Drake beef, when he first stepped out for, what was it, House Party?
I think so.
And in the battle raps and shit he used to do up in Philly? Was it Philly? Or was it somebody else?
Yeah, these were.
Okay, yeah, so
Right.
he would have been fine. That all would have been just fine. Like Drake, nobody actually needs Drake to help boost them. In my opinion, like that's just the way it happened to be. But yeah, that's
I agree with Bam. Yeah, I agree with Bam because when I first heard some of these guys, it wasn't necessarily from the Drake feature. Maybe besides Rick Ross, because I can't remember if first time I heard Rick Ross was Ashton Martin Music or We Taking Over with DJ Khaled, Akon, T.I., Fat Joe, all those guys. I don't think they needed Drake, but I do feel like it would have took a little more time for them to get platinum numbers, like Bam said. Drake is, at the end of the day, most agree that he is this generation of Michael Jackson. Like, the guy just makes hit after hit, You can't really hate on the fact that he does the numbers. And yes, he does have competition, but amongst the top, you have to just respectfully put Drake in there, regardless, whether you like him or not. But moving on to the next topic.
Also, I was gonna say this. Wasn't Kendrick also on that song too? Fucking Problems. I was like, wait, was Kendrick on that too?
I mean, like a nigga don't exist. Girl, I know you want this dick.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So
ironic as hell.
Possibly. We'll never know. But moving on to the next topic. Being that we are a week since the death of Slim Shady came out, who do you guys think had the best feature on that album? JID with Fuel, Easy Mill on Poncho, Skylar Grey Temporary, Jelly Roll, Somebody Save Me, and I think that was about it. So starting with Kat, what are your thoughts? Who do you think had the best feature on that album?
Best feature, let's see, out of who you named, I would say JID, but who I think it should go to is probably Big Sean. Because I do think Big Sean really stepped up his game for that verse. I like everything about his verse, from the bars to the lyrics that he had in there. I do particularly like that song, but like literally what Big Sean was able to do on that verse, I think he absolutely killed it. Close second would be JID, because JID on that beat was going crazy. He was going crazy on Fuel. But yeah, I think Big Sean has to take it for me. Never thought I would say Big Sean, because I have been up and down on Big Sean. When he came out, then I recently gotten more up on him as I listened to more of his music. But yes, Big Sean did his thing.
I agree with you too. Big Sean definitely. Even my pops, when I put him onto the song first, he said Big Sean bodied that shit out of everybody. But what about you, Jay? What's your opinion? Who do you think had the best feature on the album?
So, I agree with what Kaz said. JID absolutely killed that shit. Like, I've listened to the album a couple times now. Fuel is one of my favorite songs, just for the flow of the rap. But if it was me personally, yeah, Big Sean, but both Big Sean and Baby Tron at the same time for Toby was just like flowing like water so much. It was just beautiful. Like the whole lyric mess to it, the whole attachment to everything, and just the features of the flow is just it was really beautiful to me. Just the song flow on its own. So really, and it's kind of funny because me myself was actually up and down Big Sean too, just because of a lot of the songs I originally heard him from were always repeated like on the radio, so I didn't hear that much. I didn't really dig into that much, and it was like really up and down. It's like, oh, you have a hit here, you have there, but no, Big Sean definitely surprised me on this album overall. If there was a most surprising feature, it was Big Sean. I feel like just the best one was kind of like JID to me, but like Big Sean and Baby Tron were both like right there as well. Like I got to give them their shout outs as well. Who else was on this? I mean, the one with Jelly Roll was actually pretty cool too. I'm not gonna lie. If anything, that would be like third. I'd say that. But yeah, Big Sean and Baby Tron definitely killed that shit. They probably be first, and then JID, and then Jelly Roll.
No doubt, no doubt. I'm gonna go ahead and read Spooky's comment in the chat. He said, "I'm gonna do a dark horse and go with Skylar Grey on Temporary. His melodic choice on the chorus was memorable for me, and Easy Mill on Head Honcho, him rapping in Portuguese was something different and unique, differently on the gym playlist. Definitely on the gym playlist. For sure. And one thing about me, when I did my live stream, my live reaction to the album, I'll be honest, I shedded a tear live on the stream when Temporary came on. Man, because I like when he makes those heartfelt songs about his daughter or just anything like about his life that he's willing to open up about. He's so good at like storytelling and connecting with his audience and just being so like vulnerable. Like most people don't want to be like that on a track because they feel like they're scared to get judged for it, but he doesn't care, He's so open about his relationship with his daughter, his struggles in life, and how, like, regardless of what happens, he's going to do whatever he can to make his daughter happy and live the best life. I think the best feature definitely goes to JID. He stood on his own on that song with Eminem. Usually most people say, oh, I forgot so-and-so was on that song because I embodied it. But most people said that this was an evenly matched song, which is very rare between a feature with him. And JID definitely lyrically started off the song with a nice flow and then started amping up his tone and his delivery, giving that aggression and speed fast flow, which also caused them to use those homophones towards the end with the C words and start using his lyrical ability 10 times more than he has on the past. I also feel like that sequence that he did with the C words, I feel like the influence on that came from Tech-9 because Tech-9 is known for doing it all the time. And I remember in the interview once that he mentioned that he's been trying to master that yet and just couldn't do it, but looks like he did now. Final topic real quick. If you guys can take some time real quick to go into I think it was the podcast suggestions tab and go to the ESPN Top 100 list.
Top 100 or the top 10?
Or yeah, the top 10 list. Just let me know when you all got up.
I got it.
I got Ric Flair's.
I got Ric Flair.
Okay, I see Ric Flair's response.
It is.
That before?
It should be Spooky's
Spooky's
screenshot.
I got it though.
Oh, it's just the top 10. Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
I agree that 9 of them should be up there, but I think Kobe Bryant should be minimal top 3. Personally.
What about you, Jay?
Simone Biles shouldn't be there at all. Not yet.
Mm-mm.
Okay. So just going down the list because I already looked at this before. I just got getting refreshed. Simone Biles is a great athlete, or probably the greatest gymnast that at least I've ever seen from this century. Yes, but I don't think she makes top 10 at least. I definitely agree Kobe should be higher. I don't think top 3, maybe, but definitely top 5. I can argue top 3 too, but the whole list in general, even outside the top 10, is just like a whole mess because you got and again, this is like just like the best athletes of the 21st century, not like specifically like how better in their game were they than the other person. Like how it's more of how most influence of an athlete they are, and really just a lot of those like going outside. I think there was like the biggest one for me was it was like Ed Reed and who was the other dude in 100. It was Ed Reed was at 99 and I think Aaron Rodgers at like 91, and that was wild.
Well,
because a lot of the people that they named above them, should not have been above at least those 2 people from what I've seen out of their careers. Like I don't know how that happened or what kind of influence they thinking of, but also there was some like Formula racing cars, Formula racers, which is like I don't think it takes much athleticism or influence to be a racer or either stock car or Formula. So I don't know how any of those would make it into the top 25. But just in the top 10, just in the top 10, a lot of these make sense for the most part. Like I probably would have put Rafael Nadal before Roger Federer, but Roger Federer could still make the top 10. But Rafi's definitely should be in the top 10 most likely. And a lot of other things can be switched around. I probably put Messi at 1 and then Phelps at 2, but that's just opinion based mostly, and then like LeBron at 3. But how
do you not have Michael Jordan in there?
It's 2000. Since 2000.
Yeah,
Since
he got
2000.
left. Yeah, he got left out there for some reason.
Bryant and James are in there, but you don't have fucking the guy that you have going against James in the GOAT conversation. That's wild.
So here's why he's not in there, because it's since 2000. It's since 2000
because it's the 21st century.
Yeah.
Damn.
Is it?
Yeah, it's the 21st century.
Yeah. So
yeah. Starting Thursday.
Because if it was all time, then none of these people would be in here. But let me go ahead and say this, okay? Actually, you know what? I know the audience can't see me, but I want y'all to see me because I just want y'all to understand how fucking pissed off I was at this list. This list is absolutely fucking garbage.
What's worse? Before you get into it, what's worse? LC4's music or this list?
Oh, is that really a question though?
Yeah. No, it gotta be the music. But it gotta be the music. I'm sorry.
Okay,
but that's what it is. But listen, this list is absolutely garbage. Absolutely garbage. Like literally, you got Michael Phelps at number 1, which is crazy to me that Lionel Messi is not number 1. Do you know how much stamina and energy it takes to run across a goddamn soccer field for 90 minutes plus extra time? That shit difficult. Especially you gotta kick the football to get it into the goddamn fucking goal. And then don't get me started on Floyd Mayweather is 25. Diana, Taurasi is at 20. That don't make no goddamn sense. I was like, bro, and you got KG at 21. That don't make no goddamn sense. No offense to KG, but there ain't no goddamn way you have KG at 21.
On offense, KD.
Oh my god, I can't believe this. You also got Ronaldo at fucking 13. This list is a joke. It's an absolute fucking joke. It's a joke. Let me go back to my damn thing to see what these goddamn top 10 fucking people was just. This is what it should actually fucking be. This is what it should actually fucking be. It should be Lionel Messi 1, Ronaldo 2, Usain at 3 because he's the fucking fastest man alive to the fucking 3. He's the fastest man alive. Come on now. So he had to be 3. Then you can then you can do your top 10 list at that point. And you can do your top 10 list, top 100 list. Despite all the inaccuracies where you have, I think you have, if I'm not mistaken, there's Ray Lewis at I think 60 or something like that. Something around that time. There's someone ahead of them. I forgot what it was. You also have racing on here, which no disrespect to the racers, but you're in a car. Okay? I know it takes skill to drive a car, but the thing is, you're in a car. Y'all should be at the 90s at least. But this is unbelievable how they made this. The so-called ESPN experts over here. No players, experts. Because I'm guessing players wouldn't make this list because I would think players would know that this is trash. Because they were arguing over ESPN about who over LeBron or Tom Brady, who should be over who. If I'm being completely honest, when I saw that, I was just like, oh, y'all want to talk about this, but y'all don't want to talk about this dumbass list y'all put out here. It's stupid. It's stupid, dumb, asinine, blasphemous, whatever adjective you want to use to throw it in the trash. That's what it fucking is. Okay? It's a fucking goddamn joke. And I rest my case on that.
I remember who it was. Charles Woodson was at 100.
Damn.
He should be. I think he should be low. Yeah, I think he should be higher than Charles Woodson.
Mm-hmm.
But they saying, shit since 2000. And
Since
put all the
2000?
people that make sense to be in there.
Yeah, they put fucking.
But you want a top since 2000. Well, that makes sense. You have that trash ass list because you have trash ass people in the 2000s era.
Yeah, how is Randy Moss 27 and Peyton Manning 26? I just want to know what qualifies.
How is Randy Moss not in the top 15?
I want to know what qualifies. What qualifies? I want to know what was the qualifications for this list. This is what I actually want to know. What the qualifications were for this list. What was it? I just need to know. When we say athletes, what are we talking about? What is the qualifications? That's what I want to know on their thought process. Because you got that now. Remember, you had Ray Lewis at 61, and you had Candace Parker at 60. Which let me just say this: Ray Lewis should be over Candace Parker.
Over Candace Parker.
Yeah, no disrespect. Yeah. Ray Lewis is literally, some people consider him one of the greatest middle linebackers to ever play the position. If not the greatest middle linebacker to ever play the position. Makes no absolute sense. And then you also have current players, and then you have current players, which I don't know how people feel about current players being on this list. I don't know. But shit. I just feel like if you're a current player, like I said, I don't know how people feel, but either way, it's trash.
What about you, Spook?
I don't think I can follow up with what Kat said, but majority of what he said, I kind of agree with, to be honest.
Yeah, Kat pretty much vented out what everybody else was feeling like. Like,
Yeah.
Fuck that. We need to next
more
week.
instant
Next week we can start the show with top 10 of all time and make it a little bit harder than just the top 2,000 because I think we need to put Jackie Robinson where he needs to be in life.
Oh yeah, that's absolutely.
So,
Yeah.
whatever.
Unless we come up
you're
with our
saying
own
next
top 10.
episode we all make our own top 10 athletes of all time.
Yes.
Of all time.
And we have a discussion about it. If you, well, why the fuck is your cat? Why is your top 10 like that? You I mean, you're not dumb, but your shit is stupid. Type shit. We can have a little discussion. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We could let that be the whole episode, honestly, because being that it's top 10, we can break down each individual athlete. That'll take a majority of an episode anyway.
It could be a good off-topic type episode because we have the Hall of Fame game right after that, a couple days after that.
So we doing top 10 of all time in terms of sports. All time. Top
All
10
time.
athletes.
Next week, not this week. Next
Okay.
week, next Saturday. By next Saturday, it's your homework.
I can't wait to hear Kat.
Jesus.
Oh, man.
They gonna have to be on camera for that.
I know.
Crash out again.
I'll be playing
yeah,
LC music in the background.
Oh my God. You gonna hear Meet the Grams in the background if I don't like y'all listen.
That's Ether.
He's gonna be playing and like do. Just like you know, do. Yeah, that's I'm just gonna be like, okay.
Next.
I'm gonna be honest though, out of this top 10 list, I don't know two of these people, and that's Roger. Forgive me if I butcher his name, but yeah, Federer and Simone Biles. So if I could replace them, I would replace them with Ronaldo, respectfully. And the next one would have to be, this may be a little controversial, but I'd have to say Shaquille O'Neal. Because
That's not so controversial.
That's not bad.
I thought he was going to say Eli.
Don't
I would say Shaq
agree
in his
with
prime
it,
in
but
2000.
there's reasons. I don't agree with it, but I understand. No, I understand. I love Shaq though. So if Shaq is in your top 10, I ain't going front of him.
Because Shaq was hitting his prime in the early 2000s, I'd say.
Yeah, he was dominant.
Yeah,
He was very dominant in his position. At his position.
Game.
Exactly.
Yeah, I
Getting
watched
back
every
to
game.
back
I'm
rings with
very
Kobe
aware.
too. Yeah.
Back to back to back.
Oof.
Right.
But as far as the rest, I agree. As far as the order of the list, I agree with Kat as far as putting Usain Bolt in top 3. I don't know who else would be in top 3. Maybe
Tyreek Hill, goddammit, he fat. No, wait. Yeah, Tyreek Hill, he fast too.
Tyreek Hill.
Did he make the list? That's
Hell no, he
Not the top
didn't make the
10.
list.
Wait, did he not make the list?
He did not make the
Did
list.
Antonio
I'm like,
Brown make the list?
what? Did he make the list?
Wow,
Damn.
I didn't even notice that.
He didn't make the
That's
list.
crazy.
That's crazy. Jesus.
I guess he didn't suck
Did
Patrick
Antonio
Mahomes
Brown
off
make the
that
list?
great, I guess.
Like he,
What?
like he's the fastest.
This
person
man,
in the
I bet
NFL.
you if he would have hit 2,000 yards last season, he definitely would have made that list for sure. And that's probably what they judging it on.
That's a stupid thing to judge him for. You can't
Crazy.
help it. You can't help it. Injuries happening.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, he got to me. Like whatever.
I also feel like
Ooh,
Eli
ooh.
Manning should be on this list. Just saying.
Borderline.
No,
Boy,
No.
There it is.
Stop it.
There it is.
absolutely not.
Stop it.
He couldn't
Absolutely.
wait.
Okay,
He
so
couldn't
on
wait.
that, then we're gonna do this. So we're gonna do the top 10 all time greats in sports history. I mean, that covers all sports, including racing. So y'all need to go do your motherfucking research.
Oh,
But-
yeah.
But we're also
Yeah,
gonna
that's
do the
racing.
top 10 worst in sports history,
Oh my
and that
God.
one is
Oh, Lord.
completely subjective. It'll be y'all's opinion.
Worst in sports history.
I'm just gonna tell
We
you
should-
right
we
now,
should-
Eli
I
Manning
got-
might be on that list.
The top
No,
10.
he's not. He's the only man in NFL history to beat Prime Brady twice.
He's right. He's right about that.
And to turn
There's
around
no-
the
there's no
very
He's
way
next
right, but that's,
season and
he's
throw
right,
up
but that's not the
and become Jameis
not-
Winston.
Look,
that's
look,
that's
y'all
not the
gotta
clutch you think
look.
it
Let's
is.
put respect on 30 for 30, Jameis Winston. You gotta understand how difficult it is to throw 30
Facts.
touchdowns and 30 interceptions.
It's difficult to be trash.
Yeah,
30 for 30.
it's actually fucking impressive. Like, bro just literally chucks it down the field and says, "Somebody get it. I don't care who. Offense,
He's down there
defense,
somewhere.
It don't matter.
Well, like I said, he down there
He just
somewhere.
throws it every time. It's actually impressive. I don't think anybody has ever did that.
Yeah, 30 for 30. I was like, damn. I was like, he
Probably
really
Dak.
did 30 for 30 for real.
Dun, 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 dun,
Bro, the fact
dun,
that there's no
Yeah.
boxes on this list is bothering me.
Look, the Floyd
Yeah.
Mayweather's at 25.
There's a
That's
boxer.
the he should not be. Floyd Mayweather should not be at no goddamn 25. He should be in the at
Boy
least
should be
the
11.
Well, Manny
at least
Pacquiao is at
20.
Pacquiao's at 71.
I know Bernard
That
Hopkins
shouldn't-
is on
that's
this.
not
Bernard Hopkins,
Was-
78. George
was
Is
St.
Mike
Michael-
Pierre.
Tyson on the list?
I don't know.
Who?
If
Mike
he
Say that
is,
Tyson's
again?
got to be on there.
Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson, 2000s, y'all. He ain't gonna be on that list.
He had a few
2000.
fights
He ain't
past
not gonna
2000,
be
but
that.
his prime. That's why nobody's up here, going over. Man, Deion Sanders not on the list? No, because
Right.
his prime was in the 90s. So
Yeah, 90s. Yeah, exactly. Like
that's why I said
so-
that's why we're gonna do a top 10
Yeah,
of
Lane, get
all
your shit
time
together.
because the actual greats are pre-2000.
Yeah.
facts.
Yeah,
Victor Cruz
exactly.
should be on here.
Minus Tom Brady
Who?
because after 2000.
Who?
Say that
Victor
again?
Cruz.
Hector Cruz? Who's that?
Victor Cruz.
Oh no,
the
you
wide
said Victor. Oh, you said Victor Cruz. Oh, okay.
Yeah, before
you
his
shut the
knee
fuck up.
injury. Come on, you can't say he wasn't like that.
Not
before
on the
his
top
knee
10,
injury.
nigga.
Not top 10, but at least be on this list.
At least top 15.
In general.
I mean, I don't know
Top
if it's
30.
because he's on this list. I think he's like I said, when he was going, but his longevity, it just that puts it in
Yeah.
question.
If
Yeah,
if
that's an
If you're gonna
CTE
put Victor Cruz on the list, where the hell's Megatron?
facts.
Oh,
If
God.
CTE
Yeah, that
didn't
is-
Did Megatron make the list?
Should be on this list. Calvin Johnson should be.
What
on this
about
list for sure.
what about one of the best kickers of all time? Why
Oh,
is
he is on this
Vinatieri
list.
not on that list?
Dennis
Yeah,
Terry?
Calvin. Adam Vinatieri. Yeah, good point.
I have a controversial athlete.
Oh Lord, don't say Eli again.
Benoit.
All right.
Boy, bye.
Who?
What do you say?
He said
Chris
Chris
Benoit.
Benoit.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
Boy,
Oh,
bye.
God.
When we're
be on
talking
this list.
when we're talking about
Before they
sports,
put Ric Flair on that
Wait.
list?
wait, when we're
Before
talking
Ric Flair?
wait. When we're talking about sports, we're talking about ESPN sports. I don't care what y'all say. To me, that is not the WWE. That's its own. It's its own category to me.
So let me
I mean,
just
I
say
get it,
this. In terms of the wrestling, in terms of this. Now, like I said, Ric Flair, when you sent that out about Ric Flair, and Ric Flair was mad that he was not on this list. Now, Ric Flair, to me personally, I feel like John Cena would have had a better conversation, at least a better argument, in my opinion, to be on this list. Just saying. But I do agree with Bam on that front, though. I do agree with Bam in terms of there's way too many players that are playing soccer, football, baseball. Just the difficulty of playing that. Not to say that wrestling ain't difficult, because we not saying that.
Right.
You gotta have some type of athleticism to do that as well. But when you start putting wrestlers on here, that I said, that's why they're putting these type of sports on here. They're not putting the wrestling in here.
You're putting
and
a fake character in there instead of a real person.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I agree with the wrestling thing. And the fact is, I was just saying in general, if you're gonna add wrestlers, you're gonna have to add the best wrestlers of that time period.
Yeah, you're gonna have to add.
Yeah, I
I'm
do.
just it would have to be John
Yeah, I do
Cena to
agree
me,
with
at least for the first part. Like I said, if they go add anybody, if they were to add one person, it would
Brock
be John
Lesnar.
Cena.
And Brock, it has to be Brock Lesnar, regardless of what he's doing right now. Yeah, they'd have to mention him regardless.
Yeah.
You would put Brock Lesnar in there, but John Cena would definitely be up.
Now we
above him
could
and probably
theoretically do a list of the top 10 athletes that are the worst for the business. Chris Benoit, Ray Caruth. If y'all don't know who that is, that's I know fucking Jay the Kid knows who that is. He's a Carolina Panther that killed his pregnant wife and child.
Damn.
Very unfortunate, Devin.
Yeah.
And he's out, I think.
Yeah, he's out now. He's out now. Yeah, he got parole.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he's out.
After 20 some odd years. Yeah, 30 some odd years.
The kid lived, by the way.
Oh.
The kid lived, by the way.
Mm.
Yeah. Unfortunately, he has some special needs, but he did live.
But yeah, so we can do that kind of list and you can throw Vince on there, number 1 or whatever, Chris Benoit on there.
Chris Benoit. Yeah, like let's focus on the details.
We go Plaxico Burress for shooting his own goddamn fingers off or some shit. I don't know.
He shot himself in the leg. I remember.
Yeah, he pulled a cheddar bomb on himself.
Yeah.
You know?
I forgot.
Yeah.
Celebration. I think it was in a Jazz uniform. He did a celebration where he did the shot making fun of Plaxico Burress. You know what I'm talking about?
I remember that. That was so fucking funny. Bro got fined like hell for it too.
Or you can do the Henry Ruggs III stuff, and really, if y'all want to go back, y'all really want to go back to maybe before weed was okay. We had Ricky Williams who was a phenomenal running back, just couldn't stay off the weed. So.
Yeah.
And then you can throw in motherfucking Michael Phelps for testing positive on that shit.
Yeah, even though that was a one-time thing. Lance, he did.
Yeah, Lance Armstrong for testing positive.
Oh yeah.
Lance Armstrong is a good one. Yeah, Lance Armstrong.
Yeah, we can do that top 10 as well, but that one would be a lot easier to put together than adding wrestlers to
top 10 rogue athletes.
Yeah, top 10 rogue athletes.
I think we definitely should stick to like the top 10 athletes of all time and see what we come up with.
I'm down with that.
It's gonna be very. I think it's gonna be very funny.
I got a question for y'all before we move on and wrap up. Y'all want to watch that serial killer documentary after this is done?
Nah. Nah.
I told you, Bam.
No, we should watch that video I sent you.
No.
Bam. I don't know what fucking video you sent me.
You're watching
You're gonna have to scroll through your DMs and shit.
You're gonna have to scroll through your thousands of messages.
Oh God.
I don't know. Is it something to do with Trump? I don't want to watch it.
No. No, it's a video of Biden falling down the stairs.
No, I don't want to watch that either.
No, it's not that.
Excuse me.
I don't know what it is. That's all I want to know. Just still Lynn's show. The fuck.
So.
Well, it's a unanimous decision that the crowd doesn't want to watch a serial killer documentary.
It makes me very sad and very angry.
Damn.
So,
well, that's how you should feel about a serial killer documentary.
I can say this to the folks: I have come to the unanimous decision with the High Ground Unscripted members who actually never knew about this until really right now. Is we are going to start making Try Not to Laugh videos for ITC because we are.
Yes. And I think we should make a folder possibly in the Discord about suggestions, like clips to send in the compilation, basically.
Well, it has to be a private folder because there are people who are very, very sneaky in our Discord.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I forgot about that shit. But on that note, we're getting ready to wrap up. This concludes episode 11 of High Ground Unscripted. We want to thank you for joining us and tuning in with us. I am the host, Official Insanity, here with the co-host Bam and our guests Kat, Spooky, and Jay the Kid. We'll catch you on the next one. Peace.
Peace, y'all.
Eat y'all vegetables.
Go watch serial killer documentaries.
Don't be a dick.
Go Giants.